So that's how the cookie crumbles. See what I'm doing? You notice what I'm doing? You notice I'm staring off into space, into oblivion. You may wonder why I'm doing that. Well, I'm just replicating what the Dodgers did in the NLDS. Just staring. Lifeless, gutless, dare I say, heartless. I don't know how to begin this. I don't know how I'm gonna end this or even do this. I didn't expect to do this, but maybe I should have. Maybe I should have. But me being a fan, me being positive, me being optimistic, pessimistic, whatever you want to call it, this is the last thing I expected to do. One of the best teams in MLB history in the regular season, this season, is knocked out in the first round. Not only are they knocked out in the first round, they got embarrassed. They got embarrassed in the first round on national television. And a couple of days later, that's exactly what we see. An embarrassing departure. Everybody laughing. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. It is 100% deserved. A lot of things went wrong, and a lot of things didn't look good. In fact, really nothing looked good this series. Like, what can you even take away from this series going into next season that says, wow, that's at least we have that, at least there's a silver lining? There's no silver linings with the Dodgers. There is just none. There's no silver linings to getting knocked out in the NLDS. None. Nothing went right this series. Nothing. And there's two people. There's two sides to this glare and stick out. You have one hand, the offense. It ties in to the next part, but you have the offense. I think they were 3 for 26 with runners in scoring position this series. 3 for 26. 3 for 26 with RISP. I mean, I don't even know how to explain that. Like, that is historically bad. It was historically bad, and it is historically bad. That is just awful. That's god awful. Embarrassing, inexcusable, gutless, heartless at bats. Game after game, time after time. The entire series. If you watched my previous video in which I said they must win in 22-22, which they didn't, and here I am making this video. I said the big three have to have a big series, and credit to Freddie Freeman. He's pretty much the only guy that showed up on a consistent basis this entire series. The only one that showed up. Freddie Freeman showed up. So really, I mean, he wasn't perfect, but he came through. He did come through more than anybody else by a long shot. So, Freddie Freeman aside, 3 for 26 from Mookie Betts. Now, we'll go down the order here, 1 through 9, real quick. Mookie Betts, Mr. 365, Mr. $365 million man. Must be nice. Or getting into your nice car, your Tesla, must be nice. Sir, baseball is methodical. Baseball is methodical. Have a methodical approach. Yeah. You took methodical into the series as a team because you guys were very methodical in the playoffs. a methodical approach in the playoffs. Mookie Betts, I'm quoting this by the way, he said he mentioned the words methodical, baseball's methodical, and he mentioned that you can't really run through a wall before a game for a baseball game. Really? Really, Mookie? You can't get excited? You can't get excited for a baseball game in the playoffs? Come on. Because you look on the other side, San Diego is ready to run through two walls to win this series. And that's exactly what they did. They played with fire. They played with passion. They played with heart. All of the above. I saw zero passion in this Dodgers team in the 4 games. Zero passion. They were beat from the get-go. I mean, game 1 they came out, started good, and even in the latter half of that game, you saw troubling signs that led to the next 3 games. But other than the first 4 innings of the series, the Dodgers were beat in every aspect of the game. They just were. And though the games were close, the Padres always had that edge on them. They always had that edge. They always had the it. They played with it. They played with the fire, the passion. They were not going through the motions methodically. They played with fire, and they beat the Dodgers. Beat us. They just beat us. Okay, they beat us. And Trey Turner made boneheaded mistakes on the defensive end. I saw my game vlog. Couple of errors that game. Will Smith was a ghost the entire series. Will Smith was he even there? Was Will Smith even there? Because I didn't see Will Smith there. Max Muncy was terrible all year long. Besides a couple of hits, he was pretty awful because we were up 3-0. Second and third, 1 out in game 4. 7th inning. He strikes out. Classic Max striking out. Big spot. And that was the end of it. That was the end of it. And then Mr. JT comes up. Justin Turner, man, done a lot of great things for this franchise, but I think it's time to go, man. I think it's time. I didn't say that last year, but this year it's time. Chris Taylor. Chris Taylor. He struggled all year. We don't talk about Chris Taylor much, but Chris Taylor struggled all year long. Did not have that mojo in him. Trace Thompson. You were great. You were pretty good all year. Got you in the halfway through the year. You're amazing. Playoffs, not so much. And then it's just a mixed match. Gavin Lux didn't come through. Gavin Lux was not the same in the second half of the season. And then you got Bellinger. Bellinger, a lot of people are saying he's gone. It's a high possibility he is. Then you have Gallo, Vargas, and Austin Barnes. Austin Barnes, he was okay. He was the second best player of the series. And if Austin Barnes was your second best player in this series, that's a problem. Gallo didn't even come into the series. He didn't get an at-bat. He played left field for an inning. And Vargas was not even in the series at all. So the offense was putrid. They didn't come through. They choked in every situation possible. They were just god awful. That's just the nicest way, the easiest way I could put it. They were god awful. I mean, really, the playoffs, you decided to be your worst time to perform. They were bad. Then the next part, which we just can't ignore, and there's fans that are ignoring this aspect. They are actually ignoring this aspect, which just drives me insane. There's Dave Roberts, just supporters, and oh my god, Dave Roberts is so good as a manager. He's so nice. He's so good. Sorry, if you're one of those people that are watching this video and you support Dave Roberts and you think Dave Roberts has no fault in this, I don't know. I don't know about you, but Dave Roberts and co. Dave Roberts and staff. Dave Roberts and management and the upper echelon, the Andrew Friedmans of the world, the nerd analytics geeks in the war room, right? Those all of those components mixed, smashed together are one. Dave Roberts, Andrew Friedman, everybody in the war room with the analytics, they're all one. And obviously Dave Roberts is, front and center on the stage, but they all come together. At least I'm told, right, by others. I'm told that they come together. They come up with the game plan before the game on the computer. Say, okay, if this situation gets down to this situation and this inning and this batters are coming up, then we go to this move. And Tyler Anderson was great all season long. He constantly threw 6-7 innings all year long. To me, he was honestly the ace of the staff. Don't say Julio that, but he was honestly the ace of the staff. I mean, he was really consistent. I liked what he gave every single outing. And he was amazing in game 4. He was amazing yet again. He had 86 pitches through 5 innings. What happens next? Dave Roberts pulls him because the top of the order is coming up. Oh, we can't face them again with the top of the order. Come on, guys. Come on. Like, it's just so frustrating as a fan of this team because it happens every single year. Every single year the same thing happens. Every year the same thing happens, and we get embarrassed. And guess what? Dave Roberts is coming back next year. Mr. Yes Man, Puppet Man is coming back next year. That's why he's coming back, because he says yes to everything that his bosses tell him to do. Andrew Friedman, I'm looking at you, bud, because you didn't make a move this season at the trade deadline. And guess who did? The Padres, who beat you in the NLDS. And I foresaw this coming on my Twitter. Ton of tweets foreshadowing this coming. But again, me being optimistic, obviously I'm going to say we're going to win, and we should win, and we should have won. But the management is so bad, and it's not going to change. It's just not going to change. They already said a day later Dave Roberts is not going anywhere. And if he does go somewhere this season or this off season, wow. I mean, I will give him credit, but he's not going anywhere. He's not leaving. Because he agrees to the analytics. He loves the analytics. And it's just common baseball sense. The guy is dealing. Padres couldn't figure him out, and he takes him out. And what happens? You bring in the bullpen for 12 outs, like you did pretty much every other game, and you just start a series of events that could happen, because not every guy is going to be perfect out of the bullpen. That's just common sense. But you have a guy, Tyler Anderson, throwing a gem as your starter, going deep in the game. I like my chances better. But nope. Dave Roberts and Andrew Friedman love the analytics. And honestly, until Dave Roberts is gone, I don't see us winning a World Series until he's gone. And, let's just say you bring in a guy like Bruce Bochy, for example, who isn't analytics driven, who won 3 World Series because of baseball sense, baseball common sense, a feel of the game, not analytics, number crunching papers that tell him, oh, in this situation, you should bring in this guy. The percentage is 27% that he gets X guy out. Like, come on, man. Like, just play the game. Just play the game. Can we just play the game? It's so frustrating as a fan because this happens every single year and has happened, and it's going to continue to happen. And let's just say somehow they win next year, which I have my doubts. No matter who we sign, no matter how the team looks in the season, I have my doubts because this will continue to happen every single year. And I mentioned briefly in my other video that he didn't do this in 2020 as much. He really didn't. But again, and look what happened, right? But every other year, it's happened, and it's gonna continue to happen. And so until Dave Roberts is gone, I don't expect us to win a World Series. And people might come replay this if we win with Dave Roberts again and blah blah blah. Congratulations. I'd be happy. I'd be ecstatic as anybody. But I don't see it happening. I just don't. And it sucks for the fans that continue to go out there like me, who will continue to go out there next year and pay money for this analytics BS that falter in the playoffs. They could win you 111 games in the regular season. Yip-de-doo. It's not going to work in the playoffs. You got guys like Bob Melvin who managed the game the right way. And that's exactly what he did. So, it's just embarrassing. Dave Roberts, Andrew Friedman, they're clowns. They're clowns. I hope you guys watch this because you guys are clowns. You're clowns. You're clowns. Unless you change your stubborn ways, which I highly doubt, you're not winning anything. We're not winning anything. I'd be shocked. I'd be very shocked. I'd be very shocked. Unless they change their stubborn ways and manage the game with the baseball sense, baseball knowledge, they're not winning anything with computer analytics. Nothing. That's all I got in this video. My Dodger rant, end of season rant. I mean, just embarrassing. And, you know, off season ahead, I will be here to report on it and make videos. I have off season content coming up. That was my last game of the season, NLDS Game 2. I will not be going to San Diego for any games. You know, in a different year, maybe. In a different year, I just might. But not this year. So that was my last game of the year. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the baseball vlogs, but it's over now. So enjoy the off-season content, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section because I want to hear them. And I want to hear from the Padres fans because I know you guys are here. I know you guys are subscribers, a few of you at least. I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are in the comment section. Good luck in the NLCS and beyond. Dodger fans, let me hear your thoughts in the comment section to what I said, what you have to say. And without further ado, I will see you guys on the next video.